I'm Reginald with Coca-Cola Consolidated, Vice President of Culture, Engagement, and Stewardship. One life lesson that I will provide in 60 seconds will be simply stay true to yourself. Always understand who you are, what you stand for, and your purpose in life. After that, you can chase whatever goal that you want to, but always stay true to who you are. The definition of a made man to me is probably counterintuitive to what society would say a made man is. So society would say someone who can pull themselves up by their bootstrap, but I would say the opposite. I would say a made man is somebody who understands their strengths and weaknesses, understands how to actually reach out and ask for help, but also one that's in tune with who they are and what they bring to the table. An evolved man is somebody who's continuously learning, continuously growing, using pitfalls and setbacks to actually propel and really set up for the next chapter. An involved man, I would say, is somebody who is willing to share their gifts and talents with others, to not live their lives with their windows closed, but with their windows open, so other young men can actually see and learn from who they are. So if I had to go back and give advice to my younger self, it would be two things. One, you don't ask for permission. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for somebody to affirm who you are in order for you to take your first step. But then the second would be, fear is a real thing, but courage is really pushing through the fear. So don't avoid the fear. It is going to be uncomfortable, but you have to be able to push through. So mentoring helped me get to where I am today, um, in a variety of ways, right? So growing up in inner city Detroit, there was a series of people that helped me along the way, whether it was counselors, whether it was pastors, whether it was neighbors, whether it was folks at the local convenience store. Those people helped to encourage me to keep pushing forward. They also helped to remind me of what wasn't good for me, but it was those people that helped kind of navigate me and nudge me along the way, that I would say, they mentor me every day as I was growing up. So made men push mountains. When I face a challenge, the first thing that I do is I have to go to word and prayer. And just understanding that God already gave me everything inside of me that He's called me to do. For me, that's the thing that helps me when my feet hit the ground in the morning. Just realizing that I have everything that I need already. So there's a mountain in the way. Either I'm gonna climb over it, or I'm gonna blast a hole through it. Either way, I have to get on the other side of it. But simply realizing that everything that's gonna take me to get to that other side of that mountain, I already have in me. So I don't have to fret about falling short or not having the tools. It's already in me. So my commitment to the Charlotte community, I'd say the Charlotte community, but the community across the country. So what I do is I create content for mentoring organizations. And so realizing that I can't replicate myself, or as men, we can't replicate ourselves, but I have been able to document my story in several books that I've written, really, that comes along with curriculum. But my commitment is to continue to create content, continue to share my stories, both positive and negative. But that's my commitment to our community. So I'd like to acknowledge our partners and supporters: the Made Men Foundation, Wells Fargo, the National Urban League, Miller Coors, Ciroc VS, United Nations, and Upscale Magazine. Join us on November 29th as we convene to celebrate honorees of the Made Man Foundation at 6 o'clock at the Piper Glen Country Club.